Describe the negative feedback mechanism involving TSH and thyroxine and describe the consequences if this mechanism does not function well. This mechanism does not function well. 70 points, long type of question. So the most important thing is describe negative feedback. Remember, I give you a definition of negative feedback involving TSH and describe the consequence of this mechanism if it doesn't function well. Now, what is the negative feedback on TSH? So remember, if I have this picture again just to help us, there it is, negative feedback. So we will start with saying that the pituitary gland is sensitive for levels of thyroxine. If the thyroxine levels is high, it will stimulate the TSH to produce less thyroxine. If there is less thyroxine, then the metabolic rate will be low. So remember now, the question here is describe negative feedback mechanism involving TSH. So you must first establish the negative feedback, and the negative feedback is between the pituitary gland and the thyroxine gland. So the pituitary gland is stimulated to secrete TSH. TSH stimulates the thyroid gland. So if I can just, there's my pituitary gland, there's my thyroid gland. So the TSH stimulates the thyroid gland to secrete thyroxine. If the thyroxine secretion is high, the metabolic rate will be high. If the thyroxine secretion is low, the metabolic rate will be low. And what will happen then? So the whole process you must explain. That the negative feedback, the pituitary gland will produces TSH, and it stimulates the thyroid gland. The thyroid gland will produce thyroxine, and thyroxine, high levels of thyroxine will stimulate the pituitary gland to produce less TSH. Less TSH will stimulates the thyroid gland to produce less thyroxine. Less thyroxine will then stimulate the pituitary gland to produce more thyroxine, more TSH, and etc. And then the whole sequence repeated itself. The nerve, that is why I said you must learn the nerve system and the endocrine system help to protect the human body. Remember that similarity. What is the similarity? It protects. Use suitable examples to describe how this is achieved through a reflex arch and by the hormone adrenaline. Alright, so that one refers to the nerve system, but the hormone adrenaline. And remember, I told you, please go and learn the functions of the adrenaline hormone. And quickly, if we can explain the actions of the adrenaline, it prepares the body to cope with emergency. Alright, so what does it do? The adrenaline gland is stimulated to secrete adrenaline. And then the adrenaline is taken to the blood vessels of the skin. And the skin and the heart muscles will increase. The heart rate will increase. Your conversion of glycogen to glucose will be promoted. The rise of metabolic activities, etc. So go and look and learn. Please go and learn the metabolic thyroxine, the function of thyroxine, and the function of adrenaline for a long type of question. Other questions I think will be really great, straightforward, like the first one that we give you. The first one, which was that sketch of the human, and then they ask a few questions on that, and then this long questions. The function of adrenaline and the function of thyroxine in the metabolic rate. So people, I hope that your metabolic rate may be slow now after 2 sessions of life science. So what levels are low in your blood system now? I think the levels of thyroxine may be low. That means that you are maybe tired now, so the metabolic rate is not so. But you have, I think, 10 days to prepare for question paper 1. So I hope now that the adrenaline in your blood is increasing and that you go and study. I hope that you will do good. I really think it will be a fair question paper. And I think 15 questions on endocrine system, those 15, maybe 10 of those points we covered today. I really believe in that, and I think that you will do good. So especially good luck with your preparations, and I know tomorrow is language, that I think you are writing language, so I hope that you will do good. Thank you very much.